How are we doing? So today is day 17 and it has been an amazing time of learning. Okay, so we've gone through 16 days of knowing more about our children, and I believe that we have learned something. I believe that we have unlearned, we have relearned, we have learned. Okay, so and then the goal of this challenge is for us to be able to pay more attention to certain things that ordinarily we may overlook. It is important that we pay more attention to these things, right? All right, so I want to believe as well that it's not in just gathering the knowledge. Okay, so when you gather so much knowledge, implementation becomes a struggle. Okay, it's not enough to just gather knowledge. If you don't implement, it's going to be overwhelming. So as you listen, let us put it into practice. So these past 16 days, I want to know what is how many of the things have you actually implementing, and what have you seen? What is the change you have seen? So good evening, amazing parents. If you're joining live, if you're catching this on replay, I celebrate you. Okay, that you are part of this challenge shows that you want to be more aware of what it is you're doing with your children. You want to show up better, and it's going to be a plus for you. All right, and if you are joining for the first time, please go and catch the replays of from day 1 to 16. All right, and of course, if you're meeting me for the first time, I am Buma Ogoforibo. I am a positive parent coach and the founder of the Positive Parenting Academy. I'm an author, and I'm also the convener of the Skills to 10 Years. Okay, I help parents to overcome the challenges that come with parenting. So we run the Positive Parent Circle, which is a parenting community, and it's run online annually. Okay, we have a cohort that is currently ongoing. So, but if you want to be a part of the cohort that starts in 2024, you can book a slot now. Send me a DM to get details. We also have the Skilled Kids Hub, which will be starting in January. It's for children 5 to 10 years because, like I wrote in my book, there are skills that children need to learn, for them to be able to thrive. A skilled child is a lot easier to parent. Okay, if you don't have a child that is skilled, it will weary you. And from my experience and my interaction with parents, I've realized that a lot of the struggles that they have is coming from a place of skills that you lack as a parent and the skills your child lacks as well. Okay, and that is what my book is about. Powerful skills successful parents teach their kids. Okay, it's a roadmap that is going to change the trajectory of the parenting journey. It's up for pre-order, so you can book your copy. Okay, and when the book is launched in January 20th, you're going to be getting the hard copy wherever you are in Nigeria. Okay, I'm working on putting it on Amazon as well for those of us outside Nigeria. All right, so if you can see me and you hear me, please let me know in the comment section. Good evening and welcome to day 17. Okay, so we're counting down to the end of this challenge. If you've been following, if you've been engaging, you're going to be getting a free parenting resource from me at the end of this challenge. Okay, so the Kids Hub is starting in January. If you have a child 5 to 10 years, you need to be a part of this. It's going to be an amazing time. You honestly do not want to miss it. Okay, all right, so if you can see me and hear me, please let me know. Today is day 17, and today we are asking, what does your child love to do just before bedtime? Okay, just before bedtime. So if you can see me and hear me, please let me know in the comment section. What does your child love to do just before bedtime? All right, so today this tool is key. Okay, so there is something we need to realize. Okay, that there are critical moments. All right, learning with Dr. Amy, you're welcome. So there are critical moments, in the course of the day, which is very important, and I always tend to pay attention to. Okay, so the critical moments is when they wake up, when you're dropping them off, when they get back from school, and then when they're about to sleep. You see, those 4 critical moments, but of course in the course of the day there are other moments, but these 4 you must get it right. Okay, because for instance, the beginning of the day is set their day in course. Like imagine you as an adult, if you start your day on a low note, if things didn't work out and everything was frustrating, everything around you happened and things were not just in place, okay, it's going to ruffle your day. You find out that the rest of your day will be not really motivating, not positive. So that is why those moments are key. So okay, so no matter what it is I may not be happy about, I've trained myself to be able to not let that thing that I'm not happy about get in the way of my child's mood. Because I understand that, for instance, in the morning it can be chaotic for some homes. That's the time when you're shouting. And of course, preparing for school is a problem for parents that don't have a structure and a system. So you find yourself shouting, getting all worked up, and then the child is also already, feeling bad, having negative emotions. And when they go to school, how do you expect them to be at their best? So that is just one moment. Now, our focus is just before bedtime. Why is it important? Now, one of it is, it helps you to know what, they love, they like you to do for them. So if your child loves bedtime stories, okay, this is something that you must pay attention to. Reading them bedtime stories has a lot of things, so it's multifaceted. Okay, so first of all, you're spending time with them. That's quality time, especially for a child whose love language is quality time. Another thing is you are connecting. Okay, you are bonding, you are giving them, children spell love with time. Not generally all kids, okay, how you show them that you love them is when you spend time with them. Now you must pay attention to this. We talk about filling your child's emotional tank. Remember I told us that children are largely emotional, okay, and that is why the system of the world is scripting through emotions, and we need to pay attention to. If we are not filling the emotional tank, that void will be filled with something, and I'm sure we don't want that thing, to be negative. Now, that is one of the reasons why you need to pay attention to what it is your child loves just before bedtime. Now, for my daughter, she loves me talking her in. She loves hugs. Before she goes to bed, she must hug me. That sends a lot of signals. Pay attention to that thing, because a lot of times we feel like we say, oh, I love my child, I do a lot for them, I buy them stuff. But no, parents, that is not the focus. Your child is a curriculum, and that is one of the chapters in my book, by the way, okay, where I talk about your child. You cannot help somebody you don't understand. Pay attention. Your child is a curriculum to study. Pay attention to the things that they do, and this thing about just before they go to bed, what it is they want. As you are setting the course for the end of your day, you must also ensure that you're going to bed, with the right frame of mind. And what you do with your children is key. So do not let them go to bed questioning your love for them. Please write that in the comment section. Never let your child go to bed questioning your love for them. So most times, of course, sometimes I make mistakes, but a lot of times, whatever it is that is an issue, maybe I'm not happy about or something happened, I ensure that I don't let my children go to bed thinking, okay, does mommy really love me or not? All right. So how do you show that? Is by doing those things that they love to do just before bedtime. And I want to also emphasize that don't make screen something that they do close to bedtime. Let that be part of your this thing. Like, have some hours before so that they can relax, take in everything that happens. You can also make rituals. So in the positive parent circle, we talk about having rituals. Wow. Oh, they are talking about my phone overheating. All right, so we're wrapping up. My phone may soon go off, so please pay attention. You can have rituals, with your child just before they sleep, and it should be centered around the things that